Right, here we go. Let's go. Hey, everybody, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and today is Wednesday, okay? It's going to be Wednesday, and it's the 26th. I've got a story here for you of two majorly intellectual people, right? Going to be at the end. One's an industrialist. The other one is a theoretical physicist. Very, very fascinating stories. I hope you stay till the end. You'll get your number. And let's go. All right. So once again, I told you it's daily-astrocat.com. It's a daily digest of all things astrological. Yeah, my take on it, right? You want to learn astrology? This is a place to do it. And we do it with a bell and with a purr. And we do it with style and verve. And then with chimes. Of course, got chimes, got a purr, and a bella. Here we go. The moon's going to be in Aquarius, and it goes void, of course, at 5:04 in the evening, right? Progress, right? That's what Aquarius stands for. Progress. Not really. This is the hump of the week. We had the mini hump. Now we got the hump. Oh, my hump. Okay. Anyway, it's the best day for health. Ooh, so get your steps in. Otherwise, your fitness tracker is going to shame you into it, okay? It's supposed to be really, really nice up here in New England, and I hope it's nice where you're at, too, so you can get outside and get some of that exercise in. It's that time to start getting the blood moving, right? Like the trees, get that sap moving, just get going, all right? Tear down Isengard. Not really, but, it's nice to think about it, right? I feel like a tree sometimes when I walk, because I don't do it enough in the winter. Anyway. Oh, listen, forward thinking is going to depend on a couple of things, okay? Make sure you're keeping track of the upcoming retrogrades. Posted a handy guide to them, right? Got some shorts, got some other things. Pay attention to that, okay? Now, also, because Venus is going to go retrograde Saturday, right? Mercury, not too soon after it. Probably about, I don't think it's the week after. I think it's the beginning of the next week, right? All right, so make sure you're keeping track of that. Little actions that we take will go to correct some past blunders, okay? I got a good one for you. Sunday, I recorded a video version of this, right? I looked at it on Monday night, and I was like, whoa. I didn't get any traction on that. And I had decoupled the two from YouTube. And when I decoupled them, I was like, oh, well, maybe. And my Buzzsprout numbers, the podcast numbers that are outside of YouTube, went boom, right through the floor. And I'm like, did that have something to do with it? I don't know. Because supposedly the YouTube numbers don't report to my podcast provider, which is Buzzsprout. All right? So when you hear me say Buzzsprout, that's what I'm talking about. Now, where's this going, Shane? What are we doing? Going back to the video, okay? Because by Monday night, after I did Sunday, and I did Monday with no video, zero, very, very little action on the Monday, through the roof on YouTube. So here I am to stay. Video version, right? A lot of work, but you know what? You're worth it. All right. I hope you like what I do, and I do hope you support it. The things down there. Yeah. Not going to ask you to do it directly, but please. Please, please, please. Okay. Anyway, look, work through thorny tech issues. Okay? That's what that Aquarius thing is good for. We go through the tech, right? I just found out that making a 4K video takes a lot of disk space. Oh boy, never tried it before. Saw it on my iPhone. I was like, oh, look, let's make a 4K video. 3 gigs of space? Are you kidding? Okay, took it forever to do the download thing and everything like that. I don't even have a 4K TV. I got a plasma right there behind me in the corner. See it? Yeah. So, look, hammer use for your thorny tech issues, don't do it. No hammers. No hammers. Skunks begin mating today, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac. I figured I'd just pass that along to you. Just try to dodge them on the highway, because they're just looking for love, okay? They're not looking for your garbage or anything like that. They're looking for love. Don't hit a skunk. They're actually very nice. I've met one. It was scented, and it was a very nice pet that somebody had. Very nice. Be nice to skunks, okay? And today's keyword is gently. Like if you see a skunk, gently turn around and head in the other direction. Otherwise, you're going to get a surprise. Oh boy, do I have memories of skunk. Dogs used to get out and be like barking and stuff like that. And being the oldest in the family, yes, I could smell the smell, and I knew my mother would be calling me. Outside, 1 o'clock in the morning, putting tomato juice through poodles. 3 of them. Yep. Because they all got it. And man, that stuff is intense close up. Anyway, our color is cyan. Now, sometimes we feel like information can overwhelm us, like I just did to you with skunk stories, right? Maybe. Other times we want to step back, reorganize, or maybe read, perhaps, and gain a new perspective on older issues. Just as artists need backers and patrons to flourish, we need to support each other in more mundane endeavors. That's right, support. Like helping clean the dogs when they get sprayed by a skunk. That's a form of support. All right, so those who are impatient today will act today. Yeah, and they're going to act quickly. And their actions, it's going to cost them a lot, okay? Don't do the rash stuff, okay? Right? Don't go out there and get a skunk. This is not a good idea, okay? The good idea is to appreciate what I said about the skunk and say, I could see that. That's the right thing to do. Otherwise, maybe I just made you paranoid that your dog's going to be sprayed by a skunk and you're going to buy an entire case of tomato juice. That's how you neutralize it, right? Acidity. Anyway, they make a wash for it now that's more stable. I mean, it doesn't, not that you drink it coming off a poodle or anything like that, but, that's what you got. So anyway, here's a few things to consider what we got, okay? Now, before I do that, though, I want to do this. Look, those who are impatient, they're going to act, right? I'm not talking here about the quiet folks trying to reorganize and reset their relationship to technology, okay? And I'm referring here to the look at me crowd, okay? Look, those people there, look at me, I'm so rich, I'm never going to die. I got the tech, I got the money, I got everything. Irony's looking for a few new friends, guys. Just saying. All right. And here's a few things to consider when the moon is square to Uranus. Uranus in Taurus is not kind to financial markets, particularly crypto markets. Double. Uranus in Taurus is not interested in shaking things up too much either. Gets complacent, right? Likes it there. It's like, oh, this is a good place. I like these silk pajamas. They feel pretty good. I got muses here to wait on me. This is fantastic. Cat stories, right? Now, look, scammers, they've proliferated and grown with Uranus in Taurus, right? Because easy money, low-hanging fruit, right? Let's see what fewer regulators are going to bring. Ooh, there's an interesting thought, right? Here we go with our interesting folks. In an event in 1942, Werner Heisenberg, he's a principal scientist in the German nuclear weapons program. Very fraught with that, right? Shouldn't call it that, but whatever. He delivers a lecture to Nazi officials about extracting energy from nuclear fission. Now, let me tell you a couple things about Heisenberg, right? First of all, he was a department chair at 25. He was the youngest one in Germany. A very accomplished academic, educator. He has that uncertainty principle, it's named after him, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. He managed to endure 3 SS interrogations. Just so happened that that he was from the same area of Germany as Heinrich Himmler, the head of the SS, and Himmler's mom and his mom were friends, and they would go walking, and they belonged to the Bavarian hiking club. So, a little bit of connections there. Managed to get some of the heat off of him, but not quite enough, right? So, complicated. Very accomplished physicist. Very accomplished with everything. His bust is in the Max Planck Institute. Niels Bohr, all that stuff, right? Very, very important figure in physics, especially quantum physics. Now, this is in stark contrast, the academic, to the next guy who was born in this day in 1866. Now, I'm always fascinated by companies where you can find out the name of the person, right? So this guy's name is Herbert Henry Dow. He was born in 1866 in Ontario, Canada, of American parents who brought him back after 6 weeks back to Connecticut, I believe, Darby, Connecticut. And he managed to find a company. He found a company called Dow Chemical. Not once, but twice. The first time, he went bankrupt. He was extracting bromine from seawater. Got a patent for that. Improved the process because it was important for making photographic stuff. It was important in photography, which was really taken off then. And then managed to go bankrupt. Reorganized, founded Midland Chemical, and restarted up the bromine business and wanted to explore different other things. And the people that were in business with him at Midland didn't like that, and they got him fired. So he's a professor for a little bit, does that thing, right? Does the academic thing, goes back and reforms Dow Chemical. And Dow Chemical grows into what it is today. Now, the contrast to this is that at one point he started feuding with a German company that was also making bromine, who didn't want Dow selling in Europe. The German company was much bigger than Dow, and they threatened to dump tons of bromine in the United States. Well, he was selling bromine for cheaper than the Germans were in Europe. So the Germans decided, well, you're not listening. They sent somebody over, didn't listen. They sent a bunch of bromine over here for 15 cents. A bromine, okay? 15 cents a unit. Dow turned around and started buying all the German bromine and then just repackaging it and selling it to Europe for 27 cents. That didn't work very well, did it? Talk about the pluck and daring of American ingenuity, right? That's what it is. So we've got one guy who's a theoretical physicist and one guy who's a business dude, right? All right. So anyway, let's wrap it up because that was kind of fun. I like that a lot. All right. So listen, business dudes out there, you're creative, right? You got to get used to being a business dude because you're in the business of marketing what it is you create. Don't let the AI stuff push you around. You can do this, right? You got this. So let's do this. Our keyword today, did I skip that? I must have. Holy cow. Got all sidetracked about skunks mating season for skunks. Okay. Today's keyword is gently. Oh, no, I did say gently. Okay. Yeah, you have to approach the skunks gently. Gently. And the color is cyan, which is just another blue. And that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for putting up with me. I really do appreciate it. Have a lot of fun here, and I hope you do too. It's not only astrology, right? There's useful stuff here. And astrology is very useful too, provided you do what the Cosmic Muffin used to say. It's a wise man who rules the stars. It's a fool who's ruled by them. That's how he used to close his shows out every time on WBCN in Boston. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate and love each and every single one of you. Today is a 5. That's where my number system comes from. The Cosmic Muffin. Happy astrocatting.